Say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell them everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now Bankert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On third and short, the fullback Burton. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Bankert. Open man is Hill. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man, Gates. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Gates, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. At a point after, good by Grupe. And that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now it's Jackson. Washington's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking deep for Julio. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on third and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Gates with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
to throw now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Antonio Gates, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go with Lynch right side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. This complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marshawn Lynch, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Being chased out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Spiller.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Jackson.
Dancing to his left.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's
oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tucker Kraft, 55 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Rolling to his right.
Able to find Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing, Jackson.
Flush to his right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here now, 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
Man open, here is Jones. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Oh, no timeouts. They're not going to have time to get up and spike it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They go play action now. Jackson.
There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down and 3.
Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays have to be made in order to win a ball game?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.